Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Crystal at In-House Crafter. Well, I thought I'd go ahead and do a video on the one that I've been working on all day long. And that is this one right here. I want to say the autumn leaves. And so I've worked on this one off and on all day, so I figured why not do a video and show what I have worked on it. Of course I've been in and out all day too. But I wanted to show this beautiful little pumpkin. I worked on it today, filling it in and doing the rest of it. And then I came over here and worked in the star on this lower half, getting it filled in. Now, again, it wasn't a whole lot today. Of course, I was busy off and on doing things and running in and out. So I figured why not. And the color I chose today to stitch with is 938. It's this beautiful, beautiful brown and everything. So I thought, why not? We'll work with this color today. I've been working with oranges and reds, so I decided to choose a color that I ain't worked too much with. Now I gotta roll it up here because the spot that I'm wanting to work in is higher up. That's my pumpkin here. So yeah. I really like using these clips. They're like little paper clips and everything. Works wonders. Yeah. And our spot is going to be like right here. This little area right here. But let honey, quit eating the plastic. We're going to be doing that right there where the 31's at, all that purple right through there. So, how has everybody's weekend been and their Monday? My Monday's been rainy. It has been cold and it has been rainy. I mean, I could deal with the cold, but I did not want the rain today. Going in and out of it quite a bit today has made my nose kind of runny. So, other than that, it's been pretty good. It's my daughter's birthday, so she's had a very good birthday. She turned 22 today. She was so hoping it wouldn't have been rainy because she wanted, to have a pretty weather and everything, but the rain didn't shift to, a little higher up or stay below us, so it has done nothing but poured the rain all day long. So other than that, she brought the dog back today too because she was going to have company at her place today. And Sweet Pea, she's not very sociable with other people that she don't know. So she'll sit and bark the entire time. And she didn't want that when she had company coming over, so she brought her back today, which is fine. Butler didn't know how to act with Sweet Pea gone because he usually aggravates Sweet Pea when he's bored. And Sweet Pea will chase her. Will chase him everywhere. So they have kind of like a love-hate relationship. It works out pretty good. I'll tell you what, this rainy weather makes you want to just curl up and take a nap. That's all I've wanted to do all day long is just curl up and take a nap all day. I seriously didn't know what I wanted to do this or do my knitting tonight as a video. Because I'm working on my knitting on my scarf and I've got a real pretty section where I'm knitting a spider on it and everything. It looks real pretty too. I can't wait to get this one done. because I'm wanting to work on a winter one that has mostly blue in it and everything. I got a few patterns already picked out how I want to do it, because I already have a kind of like a Christmas one, so I already have that one. Of course, I made that one last year, and it looks real pretty. We had a really good church service yesterday. Yesterday was our pastor's appreciation. We had a huge turnout, and the breakfast, I tell you what, they know how to feed you at breakfast time down there. We had 9 o'clock breakfast at the church. Talk about ham, bacon, sausage, gravy, biscuits, eggs. You name it, they had it. I ain't never in my life ate so good. I don't even fix that much for breakfast, you know. They had 2 different gravies, one with sausage and one without sausage. Of course, I got the one with sausage because I just love sausage in my gravy. So, yeah, I was so stuffed. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to get up and walk around. Walk this meal off a little bit before church service even started. We had a guest preacher come in to preach on, ooh, excuse me, to preach. And he did a fact. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Ooh. Guess my throat was dry. Anyhow, they had a guest preacher to come in and preach a little bit for us. I mean, he actually didn't preach a little bit. He preached quite a bit and everything. Church let out late, which was fine because we was all enjoying it. We had awesome praise and worship that went on. The children got up and sang. I mean, it was like really, really good. But yeah, we thoroughly enjoyed ourselves. Oh, no. Well, I can't go back that way. We turned our heat on for the first time last night. Yeah. First time turning the heat on, it always gives that funky smell from the heat pump. Tell you what, whew, it always stinks. And when I say always stinks, it always stinks. Between me and my son, we were both sniffing and snorting because we hadn't had heat in the house. And, you know, I did clean out the filter exchanged area. So that way, you know, when the heat did click on, it wasn't going to blow all that lint and everything through the vents and everything. But where we ain't had it on in a while, it's, you know, playing with our nostrils, you know, and everything, our nasal passages. I literally had to crack the window today because I was like, oh, I'm not used to it yet. But eventually the smell, you know, goes out. It's probably where the heating coils need to be cleaned before you ever turn the heat on. And they don't do that here where I live, unless you put a work order in for it, but you really don't know it needs to be done until you turn the heat on. And then by that time, you done burn everything off of it. Dust and all, I guess. Wherever how that goes. So it is what it is. We just deal with it. And on top of that, we think we have a hole in a pipe or something. We got a pipe leaking in the bathroom. Now we have two bathrooms, and they're side by side each other. Or actually, against one wall we have a half bath and a full bath. And the pipes share with both sinks and the toilet, because we have, you know, the toilets are like back to back. It's kind of hard for me to explain this, but living in an apartment, that's how they have them. Well, we've had this pipe worked on before, many years ago, and we think this might be what's happened again, because my husband first thought it was his toilet seal around, you know, the bottom of his toilet was busted. Well, I said, well, if that be the case, the wall wouldn't be soaking wet. I said it'd just be the floor only. Well, he's got the floor and the wall in his bathroom soaking wet, and it looks terrible. I mean terrible. My bathroom is just now starting to get the mold from it. And I'm having to use bleachy water like crazy to combat it. And certain parts of my bathroom now in the tile is starting to show forms of water coming through the tile. And I'm not liking that, because now the water in all the stuff in his bathroom, it's done soaking wet, and it has no place to put that water. So now we're battling that, getting maintenance to work with that. And I don't know how long it's going to take them to fix it. So, it's always something new around here that has to be fixed. And they're never too happy about fixing it. If it costs way too much, they'd rather refurbish it instead of actually spending just a tad bit little more to actually fix it the right way. They slap a band-aid on it. So, but all in all, yeah. I'm not sure if y'all can hear my son in the other room, but he's online with his buddy. And occasionally he can be quite loud. He can be quite vocal too in other areas that he talks. So, I don't have music going today. So, the rain sounds soothing, so that's probably why I'm not playing music. Trying to keep from hitting my camera here. My yarn wants to twist up. I don't know what I may watch later. I have been watching Haven. I don't know if any of y'all know what Haven is. It's kind of like a little supernatural, you know, season series. Of course, it's not new or anything like that. It's been out for quite some time, but Peacock has it. And everything, and I was like, I may watch it, may not tonight. I may just find a movie and pop it on. Slowly gathering up all the stuff that I want to do for November's projects. Got quite a few. I wanted to be able to do a lot of cross-stitch ornaments for the month of November, so that way when I go to put my tree up and everything, or put them on my tree, I have all these pretty little ornaments to put on it too. So I'm hoping to be able to do that. I think that would look pretty on my tree. Of course, I also have like a little bitty tree too, but I don't know how good I'm gonna be able to get that one up this year without Butler knocking it over. I usually put it in here in the bedroom. And last year, we like to never keep him out of our, big tree. Of course, it's artificial, but it's a very expensive big tree. We got it from Hobby Lobby on sale, and so my husband's like, no, we do not want this tore up. Because Butler likes to gnaw on everything. The kitten in him is like rambunctious. So I'm hoping he'll hurry up and outgrow this before this tree has to go up. Because I have certain ornaments last year I didn't put on the tree because I was so afraid he would get in the tree and knock them out. And I didn't want them broke. But so far, last year, all he did was hang out in the bottom of the tree. Don't know why, but he found the bottom of the tree the best part of the tree. He just drove us all crazy with it. But we are almost done with this color. I didn't think we was going to get done this fast. Oh, almost. Oh, here we go. Almost there. I believe one whole strand there worked out really well right here. Oh no, come on now. There we go. There we go. That looks real pretty. Alrighty then. That is it for today. I'm going to show you my knitting right fast. I don't get to do many videos with the knitting, so, but yeah. There's my spiders that I was talking about and the web that's starting to form. And there's my kitties. I finally learned why if you can tell right here, I did not like how this, worked out. Let me show you a little closer. The tail's supposed to be a little bit connected to it, a little bit more. Well, I kind of figured out what I was doing wrong. I'm a tight knitter. And when you knit too tight, it kind of pulls the stitches away. Like this is so tight you can't even see the black right there. So yeah, so when I went to doing this one up here, I didn't knit so tightly. You can see everything's beautifully connected, even the spider's legs. You can just see that it all looks beautiful all the way around on all of them. Not one time is any of it, to where you can't see the legs ain't attached, because this is all nice. Whereas my kitties, their tail doesn't even look like it's connected to the body, even on this one. It just looks like a bobtail with just something sewed out there, That's basically what it looks like. I thought about ways of fixing it, but then I was like, nah, I'm just going to leave it. Because I could fix it, but it would just take too much time to fix it. I'd end up having to go in and stitch in some black to put like right there to make it look like the tail was connecting up to it. But I said, you know what, this is for me. As you can tell, you can't even see the green stems here, because where I stitched so tightly, you can't see them. It's a learning progress. I'll have to learn sometimes not to stitch so tightly. So, all in all, it's beautiful. It's starting to turn out beautiful. So, I love it. I mean, it's for me. It's not something I'm selling, but hey, it's for me. Well, everyone, that's it for tonight. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to like and subscribe and to hit the bell to be notified of when my next video comes out. You can also find me on Instagram and Etsy. Now, I will be starting a Twitter account soon. For those that don't have an Instagram but you have Twitter, I'm going to get Twitter going too, so that way you'll be able to know when I have certain things going, and that you'll be able to click on the links there in order to go, to Etsy, if it makes it, just something a little easier, instead of someone having to have all these accounts linked together, just to get to my account. But yeah, I'm going to do Twitter soon, so I will let everyone know when I get that running. And I will drop the link here on YouTube for you to click. If you feel more comfortable there, that's good. Well, everyone, until next time, happy stitching.